So what are escape routes? Well, escape routes are when you are trying to figure out how to get from some concept, some topic, some element that you're doing on the guitar, and you're trying to get somewhere else, okay? Now, I'll just show you a couple of different examples. For instance, if I was playing something with 2 strings, right? And I was developing this pattern. This is what I wanted to do, where I was doing something like this. And I was developing that pattern, but I want to go somewhere else afterward. Well, that's where a lot of people have problems, is they can develop the pattern itself, the idea, the concept, but then going somewhere else becomes an issue, moving around the fretboard. So let's say, for instance, I was doing something where I wanted to go like this. Okay? So I'm starting high and I'm moving down. I'm playing in an E minor scale here. Okay? And I want to develop that. But there's a lot of different little parts to it. There's different patterns I need to memorize. And then that's what people tend to focus on. What they miss is the fact of the connectivity from one pattern to the next. And that's really what the whole thing about escape routes is about, is trying to figure out how to understand those, how to move, how to connect. And how do we do these things? What are escape routes? Again, and then we'll get into details of these as we keep going. But escape routes are the idea of being able to take a concept and move it either on the same string, on an adjacent string. It might be a string skip. It might be all kinds of different things. And how we're going to approach that both with this hand, with the fretting hand, and with our pick or our fingers. There's lots of different options of things that I want to kind of have you become aware of in your playing to see if we can't try and make a lot of these movements more comfortable, again, in your realm of comfort. Okay? So that's what this is all going to be about. We move vertically, we move horizontally across the fretboard, and we're going to be looking at all of these sorts of things, okay? So again, get ready and let's go ahead and get started. We've got some preliminary stuff that I want you to get used to first before we move on. Because there's a lot of things that are really important that play a role in here. And you might, once we get into this, you might look at me and go, I hate practicing that, and I get it, okay? But I want you to be aware of limitations. That's the most important thing, is being aware of where are your problem spots, and then it's entirely up to you to decide what you're going to do about that,